Alright, welcome to Just Magic the Gathering. I was looking to showcase a new deck, and in a way, I'm kind of excited about this one. For a while, I have been working on building out a black-blue deck, and when I actually sat down to build it out, I felt lacking in control of being able to deal with enchantments. Without going white, I didn't have any ability to get instant destroy enchantment. At least in blue or black. And black just didn't really even have much for enchantment control. Green did, and I was looking at the legitimacy of splashing from blue-black to actually Sultai. Green, blue, black. And this is what I have traditionally done is wait for somebody to play something that's really mean. I was in a draft once and somebody stole one of my lands. Confiscate. And then I have a little pad that I write it down on, and it's like, what is this? There is a blue mechanic where you can not only destroy all creatures, this card wipes the board, but any number of target players, each mills half their library rounded down, and that card pairs with the Riverchurn Monument, where I can exhaust it, and any number of target players, each mill cards equal to the number of their cards in their graveyard. It's basically flip half your deck into your graveyard, and then flip the other half of your deck into your graveyard. For 10, if you can pull the combination, it's like instant death. Going back to, there's a lot of different win mechanics, and I've lost to that magic combination before. This has some interesting control that I hadn't actually dealt with much or very often. House Meld's great. Your card becomes mine as an enchantment, and it works for something like the Enduring Tenacity, or instead of having to kill it right, it just becomes mine. It just makes it an enchantment. It also works with something like my bat, the Golden Sidekick. It's like, oh, I like that creature's ability, and I can now claim that to be mine. House Meld's nice. And Kidnap is like a cheaper Confiscate, but it comes with a stun counter. And I hadn't actually added Omniscience in it. Either way, I'm getting a little sidetracked. I've been building a deck around blue and black. I did decide to tweak it into a discard deck. In a way, I'm very interested to see how this rolls. It's mostly a shrine deck. I have 4 of the black temples, 4 of the blue temples, and 4 of the green temples. So I basically have as many of the shrines into the deck as I can fit. On top of that, I have discard in equal proportions. So Ruthless Negotiation, which target opponent exiles a card from their hand. If it was cast from the graveyard, you can draw a card. So it works as card draw and discard. The Riverchurn Monument is part of my win condition. The Bandits Tallent, when it enters, each opponent discards 2 cards unless they discard a non-land card. So it's discard. And also draw at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep. If that player has 1 or fewer cards in their hand, they lose 2 lives. They basically can't burn out their hand, or if I can make them burn out their hand, they start taking damage for it, and if I can unlock it at 4, it turns into card draw. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card for each opponent who has 1 or fewer cards in their hand. Momentum Breaker is sacrifice creature or discard. When this enchantment enters, each opponent sacrifices a creature or vehicle of their choice. Each opponent who can't discards a card. And for 2, I can sacrifice it to gain life equal to my speed. This deck has no creatures. Its win condition is really based around that milling. The Sirit Oasis allows me for draw. Ozai's Cruelty is direct damage to the face. Ozai's Cruelty deals 2 damage to target player. Target player discards 2 cards. The Phyrexian Arena damages me, but I get card draw out of it. And then the green Plaza for land hunting. The Singularity Rupture, going back to the win condition, or depending on how much I can mill, because the Riverchurn Monument, for 1 and tapping it, I can just make them mill cards. If I have them discard, I can have them burn a lot naturally without using a Singularity Rupture. That's why I kind of went more for the discard mechanic, because it synergizes with the overall theme of the deck. And I did throw in basically the 2 accelerants, the Planetarium of 1 Tong and Omniscience. So free spells and free spells from the top of my library. The deck is running a little expensive. My average is 3.2, but I have 6 cards that are 6 with 24 lands. I'm basically running Sultai, so since I had the Takir pass and pieces, I did actually do those cosmetics. But yeah, with that being said, I'm kind of excited about how this thing's going to hold up. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty nice. There's a 20% chance of getting a shrine, 20% chance of making them getting a discard card, only 10% to get into my win condition, 15% chance to get into a draw condition. My lowest is my Accelerant, my one Tong and the Omniscience. And I didn't want to weight those too heavy because I really don't want to have multiples of those in my starting hand. And so they are definitely the weakest cards. I initially planned 3 and 3. So let's see how this goes. As far as lands, there's a 40% chance of getting into the lands. I like it very much. Because yeah, the Riverchurn Monument, I can start by doing a shrine. Authority of Councils. The White Lotus. I'm going to go with the Riverchurn Monument. The next round for probably the Ozai's Cruelty. If I make him burn 1 more, I can get into card draw. I think that maybe will be what I do here. Yeah. He is playing white-black. Sanguine Soothsayer. Nice. So, I'm glad I drew into the momentum breaker. Does he have an instant, or...? Yeah. And next round I should be able to do both the Phyrexian Arena and the Air Temple. I'm actually liking how this is shaping up. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card. When an opponent draws a card, that player loses 1 life. Which is, in a way, nice. That's card draw is going to start costing me life. For 4... make him discard its cards. 2 damage to the face, and I'll get the Air Temple out. So, this will in a way hurt me. Boom, boom, boom. But with that being said, get the Verge down. Get him to mill. Oh, yeah, thank you very much. Card draw. The Wind Crystal. White spells cost 1 less to cast. Resolve. If I played the Plaza, that's 3 more lands. Resolve. Discard. So. Kind of curious what he has. A 3/3. Vanishing Light. What's he going to steal? My Riverchurn Monument. 3 damage. Draw. Resolve. So I don't necessarily have a lot for the ability to do... If I would do the Plaza, I have enough to do... I was almost wondering about stripping out these 3 more lands. Speed is max. Gain life. I can do Ozai's Crulty. He has no cards to discard, though. That's actually my bad. So it only is going to work for the 2. I'm actually going to take the draw. So, yeah. Way not feeling as great about it. In a way, I almost have too much card draw. And that's exacerbated by... I should look to see in a way how he managed... They have to discard 2 cards. I mean, discarding does him nothing. And it's pretty much game. Because there's no way I can make him burn that much. That was stupid on my behalf, because I could have done that to begin with. And from my hand... I don't know. I definitely failed this game on a couple levels, or it's probably not the best to... be playing. And this will get me another card, but it's also going to damage him. Play the White Lotus. In a way, I want more cards, or this almost just going to kill me. There's no more lands in my entire deck. So, flip. Resolve. I only have 5. This will give me another draw. And now I can do the Sirit Oasis without taking... yeah. Glad it got the win there in the end. So, even with my double replay, with enough mana, you can really just mana ramp it. But yeah, with that, I'm actually going to call it good for the showcase, and look forward to playing some more Magic in the future.